Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Well. Looks like all of the renegades in blue are all back together. How's everyone doing? Welcome to Ranger Podcast Live here on the Morphin Network. And we brought back two ancient legends back from retirement. We got the David Yost of the squad, Ryan Bueta. And we got our heckle, Mr. Dark Fox Navy, Leo.
All day.
And I am your purple Guy Sork Void Knight, Time Rider Zero. And today we're doing the one, the only, probably in my opinion, the best episode of the season. Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, Episode 7, Operation Seasoning. How are you guys doing?
So if you're not into seasonings, get out. We don't put up with no seasoning in food, Karen. Don't you bring that bland ass potato salad to this barbecue, Karen. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm done. I got nothing else to
do. Yes, and wow, I'm excited to do this episode. And yes, just so you guys know, we are doing this a week later because we want you guys to enjoy Ranger Stop. We want to thank you guys one more time for watching our show. And for those of you who won tickets, courtesy of Mike from Ranger Stop, we hope you guys, and I hope our winners got to enjoy the convention even more. And of course, next week it is Thanksgiving, so we are going to take another week off from Cosmic Fury. But don't worry, the other shows will still be there, just in a slightly different order than what we're used to. So, how have the two of you been? Because you guys have been AWOL for a while.
Well, I was in the Philippines for 4 weeks, and also because of my current work. But now, my schedule's very flexible now, sort of, but I'm able to make it work. So I'm back. I'm back when I'm available. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm always behind the scenes. So you don't see me here. I'm always doing stuff behind the scenes for the channel. So I became more of a executive producer role.
Yeah, I mean, you've always been the executive producer.
I know.
even before you got your new job, which I'm not going to disclose what that job is. You've always doing all these behind the scenes stuff so that the rest of us could get that grind in. And let me tell you, I really enjoyed Morphicon last year. Where it's like Mike, you okay? Don't worry, I will meet that quota.
You was living in Morphicon.
Yeah. If guys, for real though, speaking from both experience and as a PT, do not do 99 squats if your body can't handle it. and especially don't do that 2 weeks before a convention if you're going to be walking the floor the whole time.
No, you should totally do it. Just ice the hell out of your glutes. But I go by the code. If he dies, he dies.
You would reference that movie though.
Hey, listen. Don't stop until you drop. That was always my method. But obviously, I'm a little older now. You got to take a break.
So as what Ryan would say, you gotta bop right to the top till you reach the top.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are part of our community, so definitely feel free to go to the chat box, discuss the episode with us. What did you guys think of it? Did you love the episode? Did you hate it? Is there anything you would change about it? What do you think would happen next if you did not already see episodes 8 through 10? And let us know. And so, what are you guys' thoughts on this episode?
You go ahead first, Ryan.
Yeah. Heckle. Out of the bat. Dark Ranger. Out of the bat. This was like Dino Charge was 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 7 years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were supposed to have him in Dino Charge, and I know why, because of it's like the movie rights, all that stuff. But better late than never. That's all I can say. And we finally got to see the Dark Ranger.
Yeah, contrary to what a lot of articles would post, he was already the Dark Ranger way back. We just did not see the suit yet. But the Dark Ranger was already there. Back in 2016. We just didn't see him in suit.
I mean, in the comics he was already Dark Ranger, but I'm glad that they were able to make it live action.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now you know what this oh yeah, and Leo, what did you think of the episode?
I would second you saying that it was the best. This is honestly was the best episode of the season so far, outside episodes 1 and 2, because of how much, dare I say, Ryan, stakes were up in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna be the contrarian kid. I know everyone loved Heckle and the Dark Ranger finally came and stuff. It's now canon. It's not part of the extended universe or multiverse. This is actually canon in the mainstream Power Rangers. But my boy Tarek was on one. Can we just appreciate Tarek a little more? I need a Tarek Appreciation Day T-shirt. So Carson's Corner, Tarek Appreciation Day.
I technically have Carson's Corner merchandise to celebrate Tarek Day. Just saying. Not to give you the cold shoulder, but just keeping it cool.
If that was a Batman and Robin, reference, I know where you live, Mike. I just want you to know that. Anyways, but no, Tarek, in my opinion, was the MVP because he was holding it. When you really look at it, he was holding it down on Earth while the Rangers trying to get back to Earth. So, and he had everything planned out, and even a plan B just in case. I gotta throw some love to Tarek and the actor because again, you were dope. I understood we couldn't do an interview with you last year because Cosmic Fury, all that stuff. But
yeah,
man, if you had Thor's hammer,
he was also hammer. He was also Liger in Jungle of Fury. So
yes. I'm just saying, if you had Thor's hammer, that would have been an almighty way of helping the Rangers. Yes, I just threw Almighty Johnson's reference out. Let's get started, people. Come on.
Yeah, and one more time, I want to thank Brandon for being able to get both Tarek's and Heckle's actors to all these conventions like Power Morphicon and in Ranger Stop because I know that it's Heckle's first American convention last week, so it's great that he was able to experience the American fans, and hopefully he'll be back again next year for Morphicon. You're hoping, but for me, what this episode reminded me of? 100 years later, because we got a Blue Ranger, a Violet Ranger, sort of, and a Navy Ranger together. The only difference is that they're from 3 different generations of dinosaurs. So it's kind of like Kyoranger 100 and Kyoranger versus Abba Ranger versus Jew Ranger combined into like 1 half-hour episode. And I live for that. The only thing I would Jim Cornette about this episode's fight scene is that Tarek did not put on the armor for Void Knight. That would have been so. Yeah. So yeah, we do find out about Operation Seasoning, which is and yes, there's cookies because it's Christmas season. Like it's almost as if Netflix knew ahead of time we're gonna be doing this before Thanksgiving. But basically, they tried doing that thing from Operation Overdrive, where like you set up one detonator to create a chain reaction. I like that plan, but let's talk about something that's more fun. Okay, we get the main villain from Dino Charge meeting the main villain from Q Ranger. because Oizo was actually like his costume is based on the crow dude from Q Ranger, who was originally the 6th Ranger's apprentice, and by 6 I mean 12. And he actually did become the main villain in Q Ranger. Spoiler alert. So it's cool that we get to see him. Did you guys love his Scottish accent? That was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, that burned.
Yeah. But as it was hinted in the last few episodes, we do meet a certain someone's boyfriend, Heckle, and we finally get to see this is so good. What did you guys think of his transformation, his beautiful debut on American television?
It was incredible. I like the fact that they didn't really tone him down. He actually went full on straight up hard. Basically, I would like compare it to Kingdom Hearts, like Riku when he's using his dark powers, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm serious. Like this guy. No, I'm serious. It's true. Like when he uses,
I'm joking.
yeah, like it's legit. Like Riku, like oh, I'm a good guy now, but I was a bad guy, but I'm using my my dark powers for something good. It's similar to that. For the Kingdom Hearts fans, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Also, you can even say like Venom when you like Agent Venom style.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what I would compare it to. But
Mhm.
I like it. He was not toned down. He actually was very brutal, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But still,
In the best of ways.
that's what. Yeah. So, however, I liked his introduction in in live action American TV.
All right. How about you, Leah? What were your thoughts?
I think it was great. I like the quick monologue he gave. Was like, I was once bad, but I had an amazing redemption arc, and now I'm here as a ranger. I'm like, I like that. And I think my favorite part was when he was fighting the Sentinels. He said, I put the spy in Spinosaurus. And I'm like, that's funny. That's actually funny.
Yeah, it's better than calling Boom Tower Boomer.
Hey, Boomer.
Boomer.
Look, I'm just gonna say this once again. Is he's the youngest? She's gonna pull a lot of Gen Z jokes out of her fanny pack, so I will excuse it. Okay.
No, but one thing I do find interesting is well, if you look at the Kyoruger footage, there is a noticeable difference between what we see here versus what we see in the American footage. So just a little bit of a background. The first time the Spinosaurus suit was used was by a villain character who became the Death Ryuger, but then the same powers used by the great grandson of the Red Ranger, the Japanese version. So he's like a good guy version, is Kyoru Navy. So instead of having like a red undersuit, he would have a navy undersuit. But what's really interesting about this suit is that while this is the evil red undersuit, the helmet is actually from the good guy version of the helmet. And there's actually a very interesting behind the scenes thing because the American production team, or New Zealand production team if you prefer, they actually had to send a bunch of stuff back to Japan because of licensing reasons. So they had to work with what they can. And so like they had the Death Ryuger suit, but the Kyoru Navy helmet, because they already sent back the Death Ryuger helmet. The helmet's slightly different. So, and what's interesting is that they asked Japan, Toei, if they were allowed to paint over the Kyoru Navy helmet to match the Death Ryuger helmet, but they were not allowed to. So you got a mismatched helmet. It's like, it's kind of like Tommy with that gray line all over again, like from Dino Thunder.
Dino Thunder, yeah.
So that's kind of funny to me, like just a fun behind the scenes thing. Unfortunately, he does fail, and so the plan immediately goes awry. It's good to see Tarek back, and naturally, Zayto just has a flesh wound.
Remember, just flesh wound, man. Just flesh wound, man.
The flesh wound.
Oh, come on, you're right there. Is it me, or is it just my reflection?
Oh, it hurts. That's what I would say for it. It's really strong.
And moving from one meme to another, we Francis Ford Coppola got to do the next scene right after this because in walks what's her name, Solon. She's like, "Look what they did to my boy."
They massacred my boy.
My boy.
Yo, can we greenlight a Godfather-esque Power Ranger 6-part one-off, please? Yo,
And then
I
make,
have
it,
to
and then
say
make a
this.
Toda edit.
Okay. Oh my god, let me just say this real quick. Up until this point, I really love that like the Rangers like, hey, look, we got this force field. We're either gonna get demolished or Heckle is gonna come through and we're gonna be okay. We're not gonna be okay. Everyone brace for impact, and everyone gets taken away. Here is and this is where my issues come in. And if you, Mike, if you may hit the Jim Cornette alert real quick. If I can Jim Cornette real quick. For the last few episodes, we've been told about this whole prison, how that centered in Pine Ridge, where all the civilians are captured. Okay, and hell, even the last few episodes that said, "Yo, all the Power Rangers from every single season, aka around the world, are fighting all of Zed's forces
and captured."
And now they've been captured. And and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. They said that they've been captured and taken to the quarantine center in Pine Ridge, right? Or do they make quarantine centers all around the world for each?
I think it's all around the world because.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in retrospect, I think that kind of creates an issue with making all of these different cities in California, like Blue Bay Harbor, California, Reefside, California, Briarwood, California.
Okay. So at some point I wanted to see like the Rangers talking to the people that are in the detention center or something like that. This is where this episode could have. It was good, but it could have been better if it was a two-parter where the Rangers are now on the inside and they're talking to everyone, the civilians, and pretty much all the recurring cast members. And then obviously, and we'll talk about my one issue. Javi and Izzy see their parents and stuff like that. They also see, no. Ollie's mom's in Japan still, so I can't really say that.
Yeah,
but they're like, all right, listen. We got a plan. We know what's going on. We got a plan. And while Tarek and Zayto and Ion are trying to break everyone out on the outside, the other Rangers, including Billy and Heckle, are trying to break everyone out from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then part two would be this giant little battle in the middle of the city where the Rangers are taking back Pine Ridge.
Basically, you want Arrow season 4, but better.
You're goddamn right.
you want Countdown Destruction Part 3 because Part 2 was Megaforce. I don't have to say like despite my issues with Megaforce, I did like seeing those little clips where the other past Rangers were actually like rescuing people. Yeah, it's like that is a scene I would like to add. Your thoughts?
Imagine that episode with Hasbro's control. Way better.
Wasn't this episode under Hasbro's control though?
No, imagine Megaforce. It was handled by Megaforce.
Megaforce was handled by Hasbro. Yeah,
it would have been like sorry, my opinion, a better honor. I mean, I'll be honest. This season itself is a better tribute to for an anniversary special than what needs to.
I would say it. How about this? Imagine if it was handled by Broke Disney, not Disney. Broke Disney, as in RPM era Disney.
You mean Dark Age Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like Broke Disney. It's like we have no budget. We got nothing left to lose. Let's go out with the bang.
Bang. Anyway, so real quick, so let's talk about Zayto dying.
He didn't really die.
It's like we know.
Dying.
Dying. Gerund. Currently,
technically, it was hinted. He's like, in the episode, when the party they found him in a forest planet.
Again,
yeah, Enjoy your life. It's foreshadowing.
Enjoy
He's
your life
already
while you
been
still have
dead.
it.
He's technically he's just like in Gokaiger, like a Black Condor. Oh, you're here for a limited time. He's already dead.
Yeah, he fights Mandalorian, no less.
He's Abba Killer who comes back as a freaking Force ghost anytime there's a crossover, and he's like, "All right, guys, I'm dead. I gotta see. I'll see y'all later."
Oh, or Ryu and Melee from Gecky Rangers versus Go On. It's like it's like, oh yeah, conveniently, a Gem and Gemma know how to use Pai Schwa. That's convenient.
No. It is Borai from Jew Ranger. Every time there's a crossover, and you get all the Dino Rangers again. And
Yeah,
he's like,
guys,
I'm dead again. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
I mean, I'll be honest. Him dying, it's kind of expected because it kind of. I wish they did not tell that when he was like back in the episode where like they found him in
the forest, yeah.
planet, and they just said like, oh, you have a special ability. Be sure to use it well. Then there you go. But right now, when he said that, like, oh, he kind of just spoiled it. Like we now know he's dying.
It's like that was my gripe with episode 4 because like if they just simply did not say, oh, enjoy the time you have left, like it probably would have had a bigger impact when they reveal it in this episode.
Yeah, it's like, you just like, oh shoot, what the heck, and then he actually dies, and like, oh.
Yeah, like they could have even kept the whole, hey, I can't read your mind. Hey, your body's cold. What's going on? Hey, Amelia, what's going on? What's up with the Zayto? Like, if they just kept that, they could have at least hinted that something's off.
Yeah, something's off. Like, is he sick? Yeah, but like, oh, enjoy the time you have left. That's honestly shows, oh, he's not gonna live long.
Yeah, like it's like that Peep Show skit all over again. It's like where it's just a cough. It's like don't worry, just a cough. And it's like, oh, it's just a cough. It's such a bore. I wish this cough would just go away. And then the next time he's just not there, but it's only because he was inside the store. It's like, hey, oh, hello, Carly. How are you doing? I thought you were dead. No, I told you, it's just a cough. But
just
I thought you had to be. Oh God, no, just a cough. Oh, geez, and now I wish we didn't go on that date then. Charmed. Yeah. All right, so we do need a diversion. Oh, actually, no. You know what's funny about this? It's like, oh yeah, like using the Morphin Grid energy is draining my lifespan, like Goku using Super Saiyan 3. But I'm gonna use more of that magic right now in order to save the other Rangers.
Hey! What in the words of Captain America? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
You know what works even better? Ant-Man.
Hey, on the I like that because at least I think Solon wanted to be a giant for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, she did, and she did brag about it when she became a giant.
She's like, finally. It's like, oh shoot. And the fact they have a big giant monster as a good guy. That's actually the first time in Power Rangers history, like, actually wanted.
It's like, yeah, and also you could say, oh, look at that. You could say, oh, look at that. Fern finally got her own Zord.
Oh my god.
He has Solanosaurus powers. Oh, look at that. A giant robotic Solanosaurus. It works. Granted, it's partly organic, but it's still partly robotic.
Mm-hmm. And just in case it's something happens to it, it is biodegradable.
Yeah. Can you imagine like she took that rake thing and went like boop, 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 boop.
No, please, because we already have plenty of flute controlled Zords to begin with. Musical instrument controlled Zords. Let me be very specific. We don't need another one.
Okay. The Ninja Storm Mammoth was probably one of my favorites.
It was.
The Ninja Storm Mammoth one will forever be the greatest instrumental controlled Zord of all time. And yes, even better than Tommy's Dragon Flute. No disrespect to the late great Jason David Frank, but Cam had the best instrument to control a Zord with. Okay.
Actually, you know what just occurred to me? 2 out of 2 instrument-based Zords are controlled by green Sixth Rangers.
Actually, Zanaku, but that's a different story.
Oh yeah, Zanaku.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as the Silver Ranger, he doesn't though.
Okay, you got me there. You got me there. Anyways, so they managed to distract the Sentinels. Ion uses the machines from Power Rangers
Battle Grid.
from Grid Battle Force to shut off and disable all the force field activity, and so Tarek and his crew pull up.
Basically, they pulled Rick Sanchez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn it from zero of itself. I'm gonna turn the universal currency from one of itself to zero of itself.
Look, Doc.
It's like I could tell he was in charge for some money.
The money.
Oh, but no, Tarek and his crew of Raconian soldiers coming in like ghosts from Call of Duty, like Ghost, Soap, Roach, and Captain Price, pulling up, getting everyone out. Yes, I just made a Call of Duty joke. Getting everyone out of there, and then we see all the cast members, main and recurring, and we get to the scene that I know for a fact will never be talked about again. And that
part where
is
Carlos says, "What happened to your arm? It's a long story."
No, it's not a long story. You're my son. Yes, you're older. Where's your arm?
I got a better response.
What?
I got time.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Like, dude,
It's a
I
long
like
story.
as a
Not
dad.
time.
Like, what happened to your arm? Like his reaction's like,
Long
what?
story.
Okay, it's like,
Put an adjustment. No. Hold up. Okay, as someone who's a father in this crew, if my son, God forbid, is a Power Ranger and he ends up with missing a freaking arm, I'm gonna be like, he said it's a long story. Oh, no. Hold up. Okay, first of all, this is when the Latino side has to come out. I need like Javi and freaking Easy's dad and mom was like, no, Coño, hell no. What happened to your arm? Why? What's with all this? What's with all this? Where's your arm? Why is my son missing an arm?
I wanted to transmute biological mom back to life. Don't give me that Full Metal Alchemist nonsense. I'm not a deadbeat like Hohenheim. I was here the whole time.
oh my god.
No, Dad, I signed for this project like that's gonna give me an exoskeleton. No. I know damn well that the Metal Gear exoskeletons do not come out for another 5 years. Hell no. You're not about to lie to me on that. And don't tell me you joined Foxhound. Foxhound doesn't exist yet.
And don't tell me you got cast for the remake of Winter Soldier. That doesn't come out for another 7 years.
Anyway, so
we get what?
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
What have we done?
Don't tell me you're related to Luke Skywalker. We don't have any freaking Tatooine blood running through us. We're not the chosen ones.
Do you have prosthetic insurance money? No, but for real though, prosthetics are actually pretty expensive. So, like props to all the engineers trying to make cheaper versions for people to access. But speaking of accessing things, let's talk about accessing the Morphin Grid, because we get the most beautiful morph sequence in the entire season. Yes, including the next 3 episodes. This is the most beautiful morph sequence of all time, because we got Kyoruger 100th anniversary. I'm just kidding. No, we get these 2 guys, and it is still amazing. Like seeing the 2 of them together. Oh my god, look at this! They all morph together like that, and like they pose together like that. You know what would have made this episode a little bit better?
What?
If Billy was the Cosmic Fury Blue Ranger? Because that would have, made sense.
Yeah, but we still have Oliver. He's coming back at some point.
Which he would have transferred the power to, like a different shade of blue. Because think about it,
I'll say this.
They're both Triceratopses. Ollie used to look up to Billy. So can you imagine getting your new Ranger powers from your idol?
Okay. However, we just go off once and always. Okay, you gotta give him a chance. Anyway, but no, we have real quick. Anyone else notice this? And anyone else notice this? It's not a bad thing. Whenever the Rangers morph, especially when Amelia is in front,
She does this.
they swing their hips.
Yeah, she's in her hip.
I ain't gonna lie. That's a cool sequence. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not saying this because the hip swing was someone made a conscious decision to have the hip swings for every character. I'm down for that. I am down for that. That's all I have to say. Anyway, they fight. They fight the Zetnols. They fight the Generals. Tarek has a badass moment where we get a samurai-esque fight where we get
I got you. Okay, first of all, this was interesting. Nunchuck. We got 4 nunchucks now. But yeah, no, we got some really cool back-to-back scenes. It's like, we'll take care of the ground forces. You guys take care of the squid drills. And yes, this was epic. It's like, oh, you're not even a ranger. This should be very easy. You forget. Oh, it was the Void Knight.
If he said just like that, like, I was Void Knight. King.
It's like you don't even see like the whole epic samurai slash that you normally see in movies. Like it's like it's like he could done something flashy, pause, bang, but no, he didn't even do anything flashy. It's like which honestly makes it even better because it's like because like you know how like when the guy loses in that kind of fight, they're always like they're always like paused, and then they collapse over.
Yeah.
Owiso didn't even do that. It's like, what? Was that it? Is that the best you got? Nothing happened. Oh. That was so beautiful. It's like, this is why you never underestimate the Void Knight. You may experience a moment of discomfort.
And then death. Here's my one thing, and I have to address this. There's no reason that that Tarek should not be a ranger. He should have been one.
Well, to be honest, I wish they gave him the brown armor suit. That was in.
Thank you.
Or better yet, if they did use the Q Ranger suits, which I know that they can't, but if they did, he should have gotten the Phoenix the Phoenix soldier suit, because again, Owiso's original suit was actually like the apprentice of the Phoenix Ranger. Who he thought was dead, but turns out he survived and became the main villain in the present day. So like one of the biggest like plot threads of Q Ranger is the fact that you got the founder of all of the Q Rangers, technically all 88, even though we never see any of them on screen, versus his apprentice. Like imagine it's like Batman versus Red Hood. Actually, it literally was Batman versus Red Hood because, like, he thought he was dead, but turns out he survived and he's crippled, and then he heel turned. But
I got one better. Like, it would have been Batman, the Bat family against Red Hood.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he would be the Bruce Wayne himself, though. But damn, like, this was such a good fight, though, and like, even unmorphed, it was a damn good fight. But could have been better.
Life is good, but it can be better. That's the best part of Wonder Woman 84.
That's the only good part of Wonder Woman 84.
Reed Richards.
I'll just say that. I'll just say this. I'm very happy that with Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury, all the civilian fights are on par with all the Power Ranger fights in the same manner as Season 1 and Season 2 of Beast Morphers, when all the civilian fights were on par with all the Ranger fights, whether they were using American footage or Japanese footage. They were on par with it.
Now, see, that's why I love Jungle Fury so much. Like, people forget, like, you're using civilian fights because it's a kung fu themed season. So we want to see our civilian actors use kung fu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I haven't seen as much civilian fighting since, Jungle Fury, or like even pre
RPM. No, since RPM had plenty of civilian fights.
Yeah.
RPM had a little bit of it, but the thing is, it was more like season 1 Billy style, where it's like they were like mostly doing improvisation. Well, especially Ziggy. Like, remember that playground fight scene? Like, that was perfect. That was perfection right there. Yeah, we do have a giant robot fight, but we don't care about that because that's not the most important part. This is the most important part. We get 3 different shades of bluish. We got
you love this. I know you're eating this up, man.
Yeah, it's right there. But you know what makes it better though? 3 generations of Dino teams.
Yeah.
The only thing missing is Ethan. The only thing missing is Ethan, but it's okay.
I mean, I wish Yoshi was here. Or Yoshi was made appearance.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great, but the point
Or
is,
even Ethan, yeah.
But yeah, we got Blue from the first team. You got Navy from the third team, and you got Violet from the fourth team. So all things considered, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. But also we got 3 different colors. Now, if they had a Cyan Ranger in Dino Charge. Not Dino Charge, Dino Thunder. Then yeah, I would totally like get in on that. I would totally get in on that. So then we get all 4 bluish colors from here. But it is what it is. I'll accept it. And yes, they took a hostage. Now they're ready to interrogate, and that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, that's the end of the episode. Technically, yeah.
Okay, so what are your most and least favorite parts of the episode, Ryan? Why don't you go first?
Definitely Heckle. Heckle's appearance as Dark Ranger, the first live action appearance of the Dark Ranger. I would say the breakout scene with the prison, even though it was even people say it was underwhelming. I actually think it was okay. Another thing too was Tarek being badass in a civilian, and I like the fact that he didn't need a suit. It was just in a civilian form. Actually, the first time I seeing, I don't know, it's the first time like in a while that I actually see like an ally of the Rangers actually destroy a monster without a suit. His bare skill. I just like the fact that this episode, I mean the series in general, is showing that there is stakes involved now because there's an invasion. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like I said, this season is what Megaforce should have been. That's what I'm saying. This season what Megaforce should have been. Like the concept of like a doomsday or like apocalyptic like invasion trying to like because the thing is going to Super Megaforce, the thing is they had an invasion, but in the first episode like we got rid of these people, now it's kind of safe. It didn't show that we're in danger. This series, I mean season so far is showing that Earth's actually not safe. It's not like even though you won this battle, are you still going to win the war? I mean,
right.
Yeah. So over another thing I liked was I'll say Zolan turning giant. I like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's what I like. What I didn't like about this episode was I wish there was more interactions with the civilians in the prison. I mean, I can't blame Hasbro because they're limited to 10 episodes, so that they had to keep it going. That's the only thing I wish. Some of the dialogue still a little bit cringy, of course, but they can't change that. But especially the part when like I didn't like us picking like when Javi's dad seeing his son with no arm. I was like, come on, dude, that's like a traumatic thing. That's what
be a little bit more impactful, basically.
That's what the graphs I had too, like with Javi, like you just lost an arm. Can we show a little more of his like depression, like it might not be able to play guitar anymore. But yeah, that's one of the gripes about it. But overall, great episode. I loved it. If I had to rate it, I would give it like a low 10 out of 10.
Leo?
I think we're gonna be playing the same tune. Heckle's introduction, reintroduction, and the introduction of him being the Dark Ranger was great. Loved. I honestly like the small reference of him, like I with Eve, but then I had a redemption arc that you'll never see unless you actually read the book. But other than that, I'm good now. I'm a good guy now. Yeah. I love his quirkiness as a ranger, as a Power Ranger. I really did enjoy the whole the plan setting because again, as I said before, Tarek in my opinion is the MVP when it comes to the Rangers on Earth because while everyone was in space or was captured in prison, whatever, he has been putting in all the groundwork, and I really enjoy that because it shows not all Rangers. You don't have to be a Ranger to be a good general. In fact, look at Captain Mitchell and look at the Captain of Terra Adventure. I digress. Tarek was my standout character of this episode, and I really did enjoy a lot of the fights. And I honestly, I love the melodrama of Zayto telling Ion and so on, yo, I'm dying. Okay, but
it's like you know, just remind me of The Room.
What's up?
It's like I've been to the doctor. I definitely have breast cancer.
Totally got cancer. Yes, I've been to the doctor's, honey. Totally got cancer. Yes, guys. Morphin Masters are gone. Definitely dying until we get them back.
Okay.
Only you would make a room reference. Anyway.
I'm surprised you didn't, like, out of the list of, like, civilian generals, you never mentioned the one, well, technically he's not a general, but still, like, the military official that matters, Colonel Truman.
Okay. Yes, but he's on Earth too. And unfortunately,
General Shaw is also, like, helping out.
I mean, don't get me wrong. General Shaw's on. Look, okay, hold on, because I don't need you two tag team me. I just need a few. That's it. We all know that General Shaw is a black queen, okay, and she's doing her damn thing at Grid Battle Force. She already said a few episodes ago, yo, I'm holding down Coral Harbor. I got this until the Rangers come back. We already know General Shaw is a black queen. We all know black queens get it done. Okay.
I'm just still surprised Colonel Truman wasn't the first name you dropped because he's on
Earth too.
You've always been like his biggest fan.
He's there too.
He was your favorite history teacher and everything.
Zed, for whatever reason, managed to get his invasion to Earth 2 and Earth 3 because. Again, this is my one problem with the show, which we will talk about after the final episode, when we do the entire retrospect of this season of Cosmic Fury. We don't know if Zed made Earth 2 and Earth 3 and took those over. We know he took over Eltar, which, hell yeah. But I digress. Tarek was the MVP of this episode for me. The breakout star of the show thus far. In this episode. Zayto saying he's definitely dying. Great. Solon becoming a giant monster. Finally. Great. The morphing sequence. Perfect. With hip swings and all. My one problem, I know, and Ryan talked about it. Your son, who's older, probably, because let's just face it, everyone in the crew is at least in their 20s except Fern and Izzy. Your oldest boy's arm is massacred. And the only thing you have to say is, Javi, your arm. Oh, Dad, don't worry. It's a long story, but it's an adjustment. If you don't sit your ass down and tell me what happened to your arm, it's going to be a problem. I'm sorry. That is when the Latino dad comes out. And you're like, mijo, go sit down. I need to know about this. Sit your ass down. Or better yet, if Javi and Izzy were black and they're black and their mom and dad said that, and the whole episode was on, no, sit down. What happened to your arm? You're not going nowhere. The monsters have to get through me before they get to you.
Okay, so I'll have to say this. I find it interesting what Ryan said earlier about about this being what Megaforce should have been, because I've been saying this for years. The final season of Power Rangers should have been based on Zyuohger, so that we could have this scene right here. Have the Megaforce Rangers become the previous Neo Saban teams of Dino Charge, Ninja Steel, Beast Morphers, and Dino Fury. Like perfect, all in line, all four colors. This would have been perfect, and it would have redeemed the Megaforce team because, like, we love you guys, the actors of Megaforce. You guys were done dirty. We are sorry about that.
Yeah.
But like you guys could have had a chance. And the thing is, they even brought in the monster from that 2-part episode in the previous episode of Cosmic Fury.
I give this episode 9 out of 10. That's just my rating. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah. But yeah, there isn't anything that you guys have already said that I was not also thinking. So I would just be a broken record if I repeated most of it. But one thing I did find interesting that we did not talk about. One thing that we did not talk about is, like, in the very last scene, it's like where Tarek tells Heckle from one former villain to another, great job. Like, because it's like, hello, Billy's right there. He's also technically a former villain. Do you know how many times he became evil, whether through mind control or through an evil clone? He probably became evil more frequently than Tommy did.
Here's the one thing, though. Tarek purposely was doing evil stuff to save his wife. There's a difference. He chose that path.
I get it, but it's like, you don't have to make Billy the Meg Griffin of, the bluish Rangers that turned evil.
Shut up, Meg.
You guys are always disrespect me, treat me like I'm different. And then you got, like, Tarek and Hackle just like.
Mm-hmm.
I have to give this episode a low 10 because it was just fantastic. There could have been things that could have fixed. You guys both brought them up, but it is what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, let us know what you thought of the episode. Write it down in the comment section.
All right. Let's see. Eric Williams. They need to make Power Rangers spin-off movies. Hopefully, they're at Netflix now. There's no. Technically, this is considered the last season of the live-action series until
the final episode's called The End.
Yeah, so maybe they might do something like that. But again, let's see. I wish it can continue this canon, this timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Now I wish they did Ghostly Green. So the thing is, you guys didn't know, like, in Megaforce, there was the Green Ranger in the Sentai footage.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, there was a Blue Ranger. She died. Oh, yeah, died. And then in Ninja Steel, there was a Green Ranger that was technically
a reincarnation of the Fox person. What was her name again in Ninja Steel?
What was her name again?
The Fox chick. She was like the main. She was like the main villain for like the second half.
Super Ninja Steel.
But
anyway,
the Green Ranger was her reincarnation as a good person.
Hey guys, in the first episode, Mick go back home to Cosmic Eagles or why don't get all that journeys? Technically he needs that Zord because this is for his home world.
Mm-hmm.
Because Zed's trying to take the whole universe. So
yeah. Plus, they established that when the Zords are not needed, they go back into the grid itself.
Yes.
Like they even established it in this episode. So it's very possible that after Mick was done using the Aquila Zord, like it probably went back into the grid, ready for the Rangers to use. Mm-hmm. Same thing with the Ursa Major Zord that he took in the second episode.
What's up, guys? What's up, Psycho Orange? Can't wait for a very perfect release of Psycho Miss fan film. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Dark Keeper 73. What's up, man? Hobbies.
Kempron would love that.
How's that? I've noticed the fact hobbies of Black Ranger.
Well,
Yeah.
keep in mind. He couldn't. He lost his arm before all this happened, before going back to Earth. So, and likely or not, they ran off before they even morphed. So I'm pretty sure they've not seen it.
Yeah,
Unless you're
Javi was
telling
in
me
the
the
sick
film,
bay in episode 2 the whole episode.
unless you're telling me camera crews that were captured by Zed's forces that got out of the prison already had their cameras and were already filming. If you're telling me that, then I can agree with you.
Well, keep in mind the Cosmic Fury Rangers didn't get their suits. Sorry, didn't arrive on Earth until this episode, and Javi did not get his prosthetic done until like the end of episode 2, where he was in the sick bay the whole time. You know, because like they were fighting Ollie and like they pushed the red button. So there will have been no opportunity for Carlos to notice that his arm is missing, much less using a prosthetic.
I also just realized something. These like the Cosmic Fury Rangers look vastly different than the Dino Fury Rangers. So even if Javi's dad had some suspicion, these are brand new Rangers. They don't know. Like, hey, who are these Rangers? Where Dino Fury Rangers at? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't recognize it. Those Clark Kent silver shoulder pads.
Nice, right? Sure.
Billy should have been the Cosmic
Oh my
Blue
God.
Ranger and then transfer the power to Ollie. It would have made sense.
He did get a different suit. It's called metallic armor.
Wait. Hold on.
Glitter on that.
Billy's overdue for a new suit. Yeah, exactly. Because Johnny got one, Rocky got one, Tommy got several, Jason got one, Cat got one.
Cat got 2, bro. What you talking about?
Yeah, she doesn't even mind Morphin too.
Yeah, and she got her turbo morpher back for Dimensions in Danger.
Point is, Billy was overdue.
That is true.
Same thing with Kimberly.
Yeah.
All right. Dark Keeper. Oh, yes. You got beat, bro. You got beat, Wizo. You got beat, man. It's okay. It's going to be a rematch.
Not bad. All right,
Look, I'm on
so
the last 2 episodes, so we're going to find out how much Jim Cornette will be doing when we get to the retrospect.
Yeah, Wizo, my defeat was so humiliating. I have to say, funny thing is, I always wanted, in Q Ranger, for there to be, all 88 Constellation Rangers. So, I would figure that he would be, called Corvus Midnight Black. And he would have, talons, on his arms. Yeah, it works. You know, it's like if you got Ursa Minor Sky Blue, it's like, why not have a Corvus Midnight Black?
Oh my God. Anyway, guys. Well, I will do the outro. Guys, thank you so much for watching this new episode of Ranger Podcast Live. We're talking about episode 7, Operation Season 8. Thank you guys so much for having us. We greatly appreciate it. It was great to be back. I will be back for the last 3 episodes. Just want everyone to know that, because I'm coming back. There will be a comeback. So, I was happy. I'm happy to be back with my boys. So, yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram.
Whoa! Hold up. Where is it? There we go.
Thank you. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, DRex_Fox. I'll be streaming on Twitch at some point, maybe. Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. If you guys want to know right now, the last 2 episodes of Squirrel Game Podcast, I do have them. Unfortunately, the laptop that I've been working on, that I've been working with all our videos for years, officially went kaput 2 weeks ago. So I got a new laptop. Thankfully, I was able to grab all the data from there. So not all hope is lost. So there you go. New episode of Squirrel Game Podcast might be on this week before Thanksgiving. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, Ryan, where can people find you?
Instagram DancerBoy247, where I'm still jet lagged. But anyway, Instagram 247. And again, please follow us on our sister page, Buttery Show. We got new stuff coming on. We got a food channel featuring my fiance, and also maybe some upcoming feature movie talk reviews or discussions.
Right. And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/Kabuto, Boken Kabuto. And if you enjoy watching this episode, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon down here. Stay notified for our latest videos. We do Ultraman Blazar on Tuesdays at 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Pacific and Eastern. Kamen Rider Gotchard at 7:30, 10:30 on Wednesdays. Thursdays, same time, Osama Sentai King Ultra. But this week we're moving it to Friday because of Thanksgiving. We want you guys to enjoy your family get-togethers. Cosmic Fury, we're doing them on Saturdays, 5:30, 8:30 Pacific and Eastern. But we're not going to do it next week because, more Thanksgiving fun. So we're going to wait 2 weeks for that. And on Sundays, so tomorrow, 6 p.m., 9 p.m. Pacific and Eastern, we are doing the final episode of Kamen Rider Amazons before we get into the actual movie. So just 2 more Kamen Rider Amazons videos before we're done with that series. And until then, please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones, hug them again, hug them 108th time. Say thank you to everything that you have and everyone you have because, 'tis the season to be grateful. Enjoy that Thanksgiving turkey, but don't overeat so you're dying the next morning. And if you're going to do some holiday shopping, please do it safely. Don't let yourself get tackled by someone else. Don't tackle other people. 'Tis the season to be sharing. We've all seen Jingle All the Way. And until next time, this is Mike, Ryan, and Leo. We're signing off. Have a good one. Happy holidays. Bye.
Yes.
Peace.